So I'm sitting here poolside with my son. Huh? No. No, I got like 50 videos. I have like 50 videos of you swimming, Kobe. Alright, in a minute. So basically I'm sitting here poolside with my son. I said in a minute, go. Yeah. I'm here. Jumping in. 2 weeks into my birthday, a long time to move this week. But anyways, this is not what the video is for. So basically I moved away from home to another state. I don't know, it's just like a mad dark moment. I gained weight. My weight had went up to like 198, 200, and I was drinking a lot, fighting, arguing, everything. I was not happy, and one day I just decided to just pack up and bounce. And so I booked my ticket for 4 days later, and me and my child was on our way. I changed my number. I intended to give 4 people my number, but I was like, 4 is just too much. So I gave my mom and my brother my number, and everybody else, nobody else had it. Everybody else had like my email. They want to hit me up through my laptop. I never heard a squirrel make noise like that.
What does it sound like?
Watch, listen.
Did you even see it?
You hear it? So yeah, so I definitely, yeah, I was just very unhappy, for a lot of reasons. And so I booked my ticket. All right, so originally I wanted to go to Cali. Originally I'm like, I bet I'm out to Cali. But I changed my mind about Cali for a few reasons, but mainly because where we're at now, I felt like, I don't know, when you know, and I just felt like, not maybe Cali later, but here's where this is the place, this is the state that you need to go to. So with all of that being said, yeah, so like I said, 4 days later, I packed my stuff, put whatever I can in storage, threw everything else out, and I'm like, you know what, I'm out of there. So I left. When we got here, we stayed in a hotel for 2.5 weeks. 2.5 weeks, a hotel stay. What was so strange is that we went to one hotel first that I seen. It was mad deep. When we got there, the cab driver, I'm like, oh no, not for nothing. If I was back home, I probably would have stayed in something like this for the night. I don't even know how it looked on the inside. The pictures are decent. It was the outside. And you know, I guess how the outside look tells you how the inside look. But we pulled up and it was just looking like a lot of drug activity probably was going on. A lot of drug activity, probably prostitution, all that. I'm like, oh no, I'm not saying it. So anyways, we left. He took us to a hotel, and what was so funny is that when I pulled up to that hotel, I remembered when I was younger with my family, I was there, like at that hotel. It was so funny. And it was funny because it brought back mad memories, because we went with a whole group. But anyways, neither here nor there. We ended up staying there. Yeah, so we ended up staying there for about 2.5 weeks. We was in a hotel for like 2.5 weeks stay, just looking. I'm going places. From Manju, I gotta do an Uber every couple of days between a hotel. I gotta go do Uber back and forth to Walmart and all that. And I'm just like, all I'm doing is praying, like, God, we gotta find a place. We went to a place, the pictures were beautiful. We went to the place, and buzz how it was crazy looking. It was mad trashy. Went to another place, had mad roaches. It was just, our search was just terrible. So anyway, I called this place that we at now, and I'm like, hey, you know, da-da-da. They were like, oh, well, you don't make enough money to go there. You don't make enough money. I'm like, I don't make enough money, like, to live here. I'm like, all right. So I'm like, okay, bet. I said, so, I said, can I still please come? Now, mind you, the whole time I'm praying to God, like, please, let's find a place. Like, this is getting expensive. I gotta check out. I'm thinking I'm about to check out every couple of days, and the couple of days are coming, and I'm not able to check out. Because these places that we going to, I'm like, for all that, go back home. Like, you feel me? Like, I'll go back. I found the place. I rented a car. I found this place. This I forgot why I rented the car, though. I don't remember why I rented the car. But anyway, so I called this place here, and I'm like, hey, you know, I wanna the girl said, she was like, all right, so I'm telling them I want to rent the place. It's how I don't make enough money. I said, right, bet. I said, well, can I still come in? I'll show y'all paperwork that I have, right? Like, you know what I mean? So she was like, well, yeah, you could try that. Come in, try that. She said, you could try. I came in, and they would look at my bank statements and all my, you know, they like, oh no, she good. Like, she could. Right now, she don't make, but she good. You could see, you know, the cash or whatever. So I'm like, oh my God. But the funny thing about it is, I have angel numbers with my grandfather. On my way here, they told me to get off on that road. Right then, in that moment, is when I then knew, like, this is my place. This is before I got to the place. I mean, this is where we're gonna live. We definitely gonna be here. This is where we're gonna have our rental. Anyways, I get here, we get the rental, whatever. But bottom line, because the point of this video is basically, a lot of people were mad at me because I didn't give them my number, that I just moved, that I didn't tell them. First of all, nobody owns me. That's number one. I'm a grown woman. Number two. Thirdly, huh? Where can you spit? Go right there. Yes. Secondly, don't nobody give me nothing for myself. Not that anybody's supposed to. Nobody's supposed to take care of me, but for me, for my son, like, the biggest help that I have currently and in the past is my mom, is his dad, my child's dad, was my grandfather. Like, you feel me? Like, my brother. I could say my brother too. Like, you get what I'm saying? Outside of that, no, I didn't have it. So why, even if, let's just say even if, I'm a grown ass woman. But people was in their feelings because I ain't give them my number. Still in their feelings because in my phone I got like 20 contacts. Everybody else hit me up on my Mac laptop, which I don't mind and I don't care. Because at the end of the day, you gotta protect your peace, sis. You feel me? And I tell my homegirls all the time, like, you know, she wanna leave and she's like, oh, worrying about this, that, and the third. I had to tell her, like, not for nothing, God got you. When were you ever in a situation that he didn't help you get out? So what makes you think if you just don't make that move, you gotta do, basically what I be telling her is like, what the heck is that? Oh, that's another, he's big. Oh, and he's missing his tail. Moochie, this one's missing his tail.
It's absolutely normal. If it's missing its tail, you can grow it back. You know that?
Yes, I do, but look at it, poor tail. He's missing his tail.
It's the first lizard I've ever seen. There was a tail, or either I just didn't know it.
Yeah, me too. You cold? Yeah, you cold? So, basically what I be telling her is like, yo, not for nothing, sis, you gotta do what's best for you. Like, yes, people gonna be mad, they're gonna be in their feelings, but guess what? It's for you. Like, people who really mess with you, they're gonna understand that you had to do that for yourself. Like, how you gonna be good for yourself? How you gonna be good for your child if you ain't good for yourself? How you gonna be good for anybody? Like, so anybody that was mad and felt some type of way, I didn't care. Because guess what? I have to protect my peace. That's what it's about. You feel me? And not for nothing, I'm just saying, people call you when they just want to be nosy. When something happens in your life, those people who constantly call you all the time, those people are for you, like, and vice versa. But if they call you, something happens tragic in your life, they'll pick up the phone at that moment and that's it. Like, or they just fishing for information and all that. Like, nah, I'm good. And you know what else too? This is a big one for me. You won't hear me talking about anybody unless, let's be clear, it has something to do with me. So for an example, if I go through anything with my friends or whatever, let's just say, I might go to my mom, you feel me, to ask her for advice. Or I might go if I'm having issues with my friend, I might go to my other friend and be like, hey, you know, am I right or wrong? But these are things that has to do with me and that person, and I want somebody else's outlook to, you know, I pay attention when people talk about other people when it has nothing to do with them. That's how easily people get clipped too. They don't be knowing, but that's how people get clipped too. Because if you two things, if you coming to me telling me that somebody said something about me, I'm gonna ask you, like, so what did you say? And hold on, and if you didn't say nothing, I'm gonna still take that some type of way because you're supposed to mess with me. I'm not like that. I will not let nobody say anything about you. One. Secondly, if you hee ha ha with a person and then come to me trying to talk to that person about that person, I'm gonna tell you, I don't want to hear it. That's number one. I'm gonna stop you in your track. I don't want to hear it. Secondly, then you turn around hee ha ha with that person. Come on. My grandfather used to always say, maturity does not come with age. Maturity does not come with age. So that even goes for what I'm saying for grown folks. But that's how easily people get cut off. Or if you want to listen to what else somebody else said and don't come to me and address me and ask me. But anyway, because this is not what this is not what this video was supposed to be about. So bottom line is, to sum it all up in this video, do what you gotta do for yourself. You came into this life alone, you gonna leave alone. Take that jump. You not the worst case scenario, like I was telling my homegirl, ready?
No. Go.
Like I was telling my homegirl, the worst case scenario is that I could have just went back home. Number one. Secondly, the worst case scenario for her is, guess what? She can just go back home too. But you won't know. Like, we young. You feel me? Like, you will not. You could not even. Let me not say that, because I was gonna say we young, so we could like make these little moves and stuff like that. It doesn't even have nothing to do with age, because it has nothing to do with age. It also has everything. No, it doesn't have. Yes, it doesn't have anything to do with age. It has a lot to do with.
I was cold up.
Because you could be mad grown. Let's be clear, because I had to think about this. You can definitely be mad grown and still make these moves, because it's life. The worst case, you're gonna hit the ground and get your ass back up. Bottom line, like, there's nothing to it. But I'm about to end this video because we're about to go inside. My child sitting there cold and he act like he don't want to go back inside, but we're about to go inside, and that's it. Whatever it is that you want to do it. Don't worry about what anybody else gotta say, how anybody else feel. No, life is short. Niggas ain't got time for that. You feel me? But anyways, that's it. That's all I really want to say for this video. That's it. I did a little 222 jumps. I ain't doing no more. No, I'm not. Tomorrow I'll do more. I'll work my way up, but tomorrow I'll do more. Or whatever. But that's it. You've been feeling like whatever it is that you've been feeling like that you want to do, start that business. Leave that nigga. Nah, let me stop being mad at you. But I'm speaking as if, just saying, like I was talking to my sisters and stuff like that. But yeah, go ahead, live life. Don't care what nobody gonna think about you. Cause guess what? Whether you do or you don't, people still gonna have something to say. Can't please everybody.